here. Thanksgiving Day has arrived. I appreciate the fact that most of you have either are not the ones doing the primary cooking or you've taken a break to come celebrate and to offer our thanks. So I'm glad you're here to join us. But let me tell you, Thanksgiving Day is one of those holidays that is all about family. And as I'm sure you've figured out by now, it's going to be an interesting experience for me. Let me tell you how this is going to go. I'm going to get home about 1 o'clock-ish, and I will immediately be mauled at the door by about 4 or 5 dogs. Once I'm able to skirt through into the kitchen, it'll be everyone running crazy, the children, the young ones having whatever they're doing, saying whatever, running around, as the dogs are also tracing them around in and out of the house because my parents have that like dog door thing. It's like in the whatever, but it's constant in and out, which is interesting since it's going to be cold again. So I don't know how that's going to work. But I'm going to sit down and walk into the chaos, and it's going to be a lot. And then eventually we're going to be able to sit down and eat. But because there's so many of us, of course, not around you think of like Hallmark dinner table, like everyone is very prim dressed and and everyone fits around the same dinner table. We'll be eating in about 4 different locations. That's assuming that, any of us are able, considering how many kids are able to arrive out of this day without having something spilled all over us. And then after that, I'll come home and promptly go to bed from exhaustion. And it makes you wonder, why go through the effort? Why do we spend so much time and energy trying to make this day perfect? With all of the food, truly an American holiday where we eat and then we eat more. But why? What is it about? What is the point of doing all of the work if tomorrow all we're going to do is trip over each other trying to get the best deal? So what is Thanksgiving? Because the day is dedicated to Thanksgiving, but what does it really mean? Why should we even give thanks? I mean, it's not like the world's in a great place right now. So how important is Thanksgiving? Well, our gospel today from Luke, we have the 10 lepers approach. And he sends them off, telling them to show themselves to the priest. Not saying anything about what is going to happen, just go show yourself to the priest. And as they're along the way, they're healed, and one turns back. And what does Christ say? Has no one else returned to give thanks to God? Your faith has saved you. So Thanksgiving, connected to faith, is important, not just for the normal reasons, but it has eternal consequences. Can I have the missile? Thank you. We're going to test and see how much you pay attention during the celebration of Mass. The liturgy of the Eucharist begins, the Eucharistic prayer begins with the preface dialogue. The Lord be with you. Lift up your hearts. Let us give thanks to the Lord our God. It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere, to give you. It is truly right and just, our duty and our salvation, always and everywhere, to give you thanks. I can keep going. Every single preface starts that way. It is truly right. It is truly just. But it is our duty and our salvation to always and everywhere give you thanks, Lord, Holy Father, Almighty and Eternal God. Those are the words of Holy Mother Church. It is our duty and our salvation to offer thanks to God. Of course, that prayer leads into the greatest prayer of thanksgiving we have. For Eucharist means thanksgiving. We come to the altar every day because we have been awoken with the breath of life. We come to the altar of the Lord because we have been created in the first place. Because despite all of the bad and the evil and the dumb things that are happening in our world today, God is still good. God is still love. God is still merciful. And as we celebrated on Sunday, God, his Son, our Lord, is still King. We come to offer thanksgiving because we need to. This one sacrifice of praise, are approaching the hill, the Mount of Calvary, the very foot of the cross itself, the very tomb of resurrection. Every time we approach this place, our salvation is made manifest. And we participate in the worship of God in the way that God desires to be worshiped. But you know, Thanksgiving doesn't end here. Revelation chapter 7. The vision of the 144, followed by the vision of the multitude. And what are they doing? Salvation and glory, worship and praise and thanksgiving to our God, to the Lord our God who sits on the throne with the Lamb. Thanksgiving is not just our duty. Thanksgiving is not just our salvation. Thanksgiving is not just right and just, but it is our preparation for our eternity. For what we do here, the thanksgiving we offer in our hearts, is what heaven's going to be. Sorry, it's not the back nine. It's the eternal liturgy, where we get to fall before the God of the universe and worship in his presence, be surrounded by a love that we cannot even fathom. So I'll go home today, and I will experience sheer and utter chaos. And I will come home 5 hours later so emotionally drained that I'm going to hit the bed and go out and be asleep for the next 12 hours. But I do so willingly, mostly. Mom might actually kill me if I didn't go. But I do so willingly because despite all of the chaos and all of the weird and all of the dysfunction and all of everything else, I love them. And I know they love me. And I want to gather around a table and give thanks to God for them. Today I get to do the same also with my family here, where we gather around the table and offer praise and thanksgiving to God for the gift that you are in my life and for the gift of Jesus Christ for us. So enjoy your day. Give thanks to God today and every day. Because at the end of it all, we are in fact preparing for what we hope to be our eternal reward.